Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Bo here from Guitars and Games. How are you all doing today? Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for coming in and checking out the channel. I appreciate it. Today we've got another music reaction. We're going to react to a new Sleep Token song, Dark Signs. This is the next in our chronological Sleep Token journey. So we're going to check that out. But before we do, I just want to say thank you for coming to the channel. I really do appreciate it. I have a whole lot of stuff for you here to explore and watch. I do music reactions. I do indie and sci-fi horror short film watches. I have original gameplay or original gameplay. I have video gameplay and original music. So there's a lot for you to explore and watch. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch over to the reaction, and I will see you all in about 6 seconds. Sorry, I haven't made a video in a few days, and my intro skills are off. But here we go. This is Sleep Token Dark Signs. Yeah, this is a whole section where there's not there's not videos for him, so it's just visualizer. But we're gonna check it out anyway. So let's go. That sounds like an intro to another song. It's not, I'm not saying he's took it from another song. It sounds, oh gosh, I'm going to be thinking about this for days now. Sorry, I heard that and I was like, it might be a Gorillaz song. I don't know. It might sound a little bit like a Gorillaz song. I don't know. Random thought popped into my head. Sorry. Very slow.
Where I was raised, there wasn't no street lights, just pitch black and passing headlights. Where we met, there must have been dark signs, omens in your skies. Most days you reach for safety, remain calm, forget that you know me.
The music is really cool. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. The bass beat in this, the pulse is so good. It's just, it's at the level of almost crossing over from being a note to a vibration. You know what I mean? It's that so low and it's just constant, just pulsing in and out, and it's so good. His lyrics are his lyrical, his voice, I like the way his voice sounds. He's got a very theatrical voice, I would say, almost. I could see him doing Broadway musicals, just with the way his voice, he can, use his voice. It sounds very theatrical and very stagey. And not in a bad way. I'm just saying the way he articulates things. It kind of reminds me of a musical production, and that's more along the lines of his thing, is that he's kind of got this whole, setup where he's telling this really intricate story over the course of, according to what you all have told me, over the course of many albums. So it kind of fits, But let's listen some more. So apparently I don't know what we're doing in this song, lyric meaning wise yet.
I can see dark signs, alarm bells in your eyes, and I miss the man I was, the moment we left off. And I hate who I have become.
That's a heartbreaking verse, dude. Oh man, that's like I mean, I guess this song's about maybe it's about recognizing your own traumas or your own messed up things in your head that cause your life to be messed up. Maybe it's like recognizing that maybe you are the problem, or accepting that you could be part of the problem. I don't know.
If you saw the marks on my dashboard, the new scars that I didn't ask for, would you call asking for answers? Tear my arms off. Most days you reach for safety. Being calm, forget you know me. When we met, I could see dark signs. Alarm bell in your eye.
Do you think he's saying like he could see the problems before they happen and his need to be loved overrode his fear of hurting? You know what I mean? Maybe, or like his need to be in a relationship and be loved and be close to somebody. He knew that his problems were going to destroy it eventually, but he still did it because at that moment you needed to be loved. Oh man, that's harsh. That's really harsh. Oh, an interesting break. That was a really cool break. I just had to stop for a second. That was a really cool break. That's true. All right, hold on. I'm feeling like we're getting into the last little bit of the song. Um, I miss the man the moment we left off. I hate what I've become every time I wake up. Do you think it's you hate what you've become because you realize that you knowingly destroyed a relationship just to feel a moment of connection with somebody? That you knew there was going to be problems and you knew, like when he says he saw dark signs in your eyes, does that mean that he knew that she saw something but he covered it up just to have that moment of connection? That could be worse too, like hiding your true self to just feel that moment of connection, even though in the end it'll eventually come out and destroy it. And and that's I'll talk about that part. I'll talk about that later. But let's finish up. That part right there. All right. I will see you in just a second. All right. All right. All right. So that was really good. So are we going with I think we're going with what I said, that like, he knew. Maybe it's part one and two. Like, that you're hiding stuff that's trauma and stuff that's bad, and to get that moment of connection with somebody. And then the second part is maybe it's also about like realizing that you caused some of the problems, that you realize that you have damage. I don't know. It's interesting because it can be, that can happen with so many things in like relationships, like that, where, you hide little things about yourself to kind of put yourself in a better picture for the other person. You know what I mean? And no relationship is built upon that at all. At all. Hiding things is never a good way to do anything. But before we get through with that point, I mean, on the other hand, it's like he's also talking about like being able to like sit there and see the trouble you're going to cause, but ignoring that for that moment, however long it lasts, of feeling connection and close to somebody. And he's letting the future destruction, happen because he needs the present day connection. And it seems like, and also it says like at the end when he's talking about, you know, uh, not liking what he is when he wakes up, every time he wakes up, that may be like accepting or realizing, not accepting, but realizing that that garbage and that junk that's you're dragging along and you're wrapping yourself in is the problem. Because I mean, that's a hard thing to accept. That's a big step in like behavior modification and stuff like that, and problems. Like, is first off just accepting the problem, or accepting that maybe it's not anybody else's fault. It may be your fault, I don't know. We don't know. It's an interesting song. It's really thought. I'd have to listen to that a few more times before I form my full opinion on that. But I mean, music wise, it was awesome. Music wise, it was awesome. Well, thank you all so much for checking out the latest Sleep Token reaction. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you there. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.